Despite being at home and not in school, I wanted to find a way to talk to you all about our remote learning programme for the term ahead. Although we are now a few weeks into the school holiday and also families being together at home, we're actually only a very short way into our remote learning programme. The 4 days that we completed at the end of last term seemed to go very well for both students and their families, and much of the feedback has been positive. I was particularly impressed with the way that everyone, from staff, students and their parents, have adapted to this new way of working. However, I am keen that we continue to keep fine-tuning our offering, and I'm very much aware that home learning has not always been easy for all members of our community. I've spent some considerable time in the last few weeks looking at other schools who have been in lockdown for quite a lot longer than we have been. Like us, these schools started teaching using their usual school day structure, but what they found was that a few weeks into this teaching programme, problems started to show. It appears the case that using the normal school day structure becomes increasingly unsustainable over time, with students and parents finding the lack of flexibility in the structure and the length of the school day increasingly difficult to manage. One possibility that I am looking at for the longer term is the idea of condensing all of the taught webinars into the morning by making each lesson shorter, leaving the afternoons for screen-free family time for our younger students and for independent study for our older students. This is to avoid our younger students feeling overwhelmed by being glued to their laptops for long periods of time, and to create more flexibility within the programme. The webinars would be focused taught content, and the completion of these tasks would then take place outside of the taught lesson slot. Students in Year 7 and 9 could use the afternoons for a flexible programme of quiet study time, family exercise, time to work on extension projects, or for the completion of whole school challenges. Older students would have this time more prescribed for study tasks such as writing essays, completing past papers and making notes, all of which would have had their taught element in the morning of that particular day. This idea is not therefore a reduction in teaching, but a redistribution of those lessons, with PE and adventure, for example, being talked through in the normal lesson slot in the morning, but then the tasks being completed in the afternoon time. This would give both students and their parents greater flexibility in how they manage their workloads and their day. Tutoring would remain a key part of the timetable, with tutor sessions taking place at the start of the day and immediately before lunch. There would also be time for detailed one-to-one tutoring sessions to take place in the afternoons at a time arranged between an individual student and their tutor. Holding all of this in mind, we intend to return after Easter using our usual school day structure, but during the first couple of weeks we intend to monitor both academic progress and individual student welfare. During this time period, I would very much welcome feedback from students and their parents and of course our staff, so that we can create the best possible programme for every member of our community moving forward. I hope everybody has a really positive start to the summer term, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much.